Have you ever wondered how you're ever going to work out because you're just so exhausted already? Okay, I'm Kim Cluster. I have 3 kids under the age of 4 and under. I have a 4.5-year-old, a 1.5-year-old, and a 3-month-old. So if anybody knows what it's like to feel exhausted, it is me, okay? So I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about what to do when you're exhausted. So for me, the top thing that I do when I'm exhausted is I just start working out, okay? So what this means is I give myself permission that all I have to do is start. If I just start, I don't have to finish. So giving myself that permission to do that means that I will actually just get started. And if I get 1 round in and I feel like I'm just still so exhausted, I can stop. And 99% of the time, I just keep going. But on that rare occasion, I'm like, no, my body needs rest, and rest is okay. But we want to really work on getting started. So if you are trying to get started, just allow yourself to get started. The other thing that I love to think about is working out in the first half of the day. So again, I have a 3-month-old, so I'm not always working out right early in the morning because when I get up, I have a lot of my other kids going on, I have this and that. But my goal personally is I try to work out right after breakfast with my kids. It's either with my kids or it's by myself, depending on what we have going on that day. But what I love about that is it helps me to, what I like to say, eat that frog in the beginning of the morning. So there's an old saying that says, eat that frog. And what that is if you were to eat a frog first thing in the morning, it would probably be the worst thing that you would do for the day, right? I mean, I don't want to eat a frog. You probably don't want to eat a frog. So if you ate a frog, that would be the worst thing that you would do for the day. So if exercise is the hardest thing for you to do for the day, if it is oh my gosh, I have no idea how to do this, then eat that frog or do it first thing in the morning. And I promise you, you will feel better and more energized for the rest of the day. Now, I don't know if there's a ton of scientific evidence on why exercise helps you have more energy, but I can tell you from my own personal experience that every time I work out, by the middle of the day, I am feeling more energized and feeling better and more vivacious for the rest of the day. I have read a few studies that have shown that exercise can increase your energy by 20%, or it affects your central nervous system. And personally, I don't know how that all works, but I do know that it works because I personally feel it in my body when I actually exercise, even with a 3-month-old. So even with a 3-month-old where 99% of the time I'm like, okay, he's napping, I want a nap. If I can at least exercise 3 to 4 days a week, I know that my body is gonna feel better because I'm gonna, 1, change my body composition by exercising, because exercise changes what happens inside your body. And 2, I'm just gonna have more energy to show up for my other kids as well as my 3-month-old. So if you need more energy in your life, choose to exercise. The other thing I wanted to talk quickly about is a couple things that I do personally that just help me with energy just to start my morning. So every morning I start my morning with my collagen-infused bulletproof coffee. That is my jump start for the day. It helps me just bolt out of bed in the morning and makes me feel incredible. So I start with that. And then about 2-3 in the afternoon, I usually have another energy mental focus drink called Go. And my Go drink helps me have the mental focus and control to not overeat and just go into the pantry and have what I love to call pantry hand. Pantry hand is that oh, I'm just gonna eat my kid's goldfish, I'm just gonna grab the thing here, or I'm just gonna grab this here because I'm just gonna have a brownie, I'm just gonna have the crackers, the cookies, whatever it is. And I'm not saying you can't have those things, but we have to have those things in balance and in the right portion size. And so 99% of the time when I'm grabbing those things with that pantry hand, I'm not eating the right portion size and I'm not eating it under control. And so the thing that I love about having my little Go drink, which gives me that energy boost in the afternoon, is it helps me have control over what I'm eating, because most of the time when I'm going to the pantry, I'm actually looking for energy rather than actually looking for nutritious foods. So if you are looking for some extra energy, number 1 thing you can do is exercise. So just get started and eat that frog early in the morning. And then number 2, if you need that little extra external boost, try my bulletproof coffee or my Go drink, and it'll help you have more control over the things that you're doing outside of your exercise. So if you want the links to those things, I'll put those in the description of this video. But also, I'm gonna be here every single Thursday for you, showing up to show you how to have control over your mindset when it comes to exercise and nutrition, as well as some fitness tips and workouts that you can do as well. So on Mondays, I do workouts every Monday on Facebook, so you can follow me at Kim Kloster or Shine Fitness, and I'll post those links in the comments as well. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and thank you so much for showing up and watching this video today.